Man, I don't know if any of you guys remember in the past, I used to have nothing but long hoods. This whole yard was nothing but like 80 or 90 2003 and older Peterbilt 379s, W900s, you know, single turbo, 6NZ motors, you know, stuff like that. I was real big into that. I was real heavy into long hoods and pre-emission trucks and building show trucks and all that kind of stuff. And that was kind of my mode of operandum, and that was like my pride. And really, it was a bad business model. I love long hoods. I'm a Peterbilt purist, you know, for sure. But, you know, as a business decision and as a business owner, it wasn't feasible anymore on the financial side. You know, the trucks were very expensive to buy, and that's okay, had plenty of money, but you know, these trucks have been rebuilt. Some of them have 1 million miles on them, 800 on the miles, or 1.2 or sometimes 2 million on the miles, but with a fresh rebuild. And that's great and all, but you still got to remember all the parts around the truck. My reconditioning costs got to be out of hand, and I got to where I was spending anywhere between $8,000 to $17,000 per truck reconditioning them to get them ready. And then whenever they leave, they were just breaking down all the time, and I was having to shell out money to help people after they leave, and it just got to be a really bad business model. As a dealer, you know, I'd rather sell trucks that I buy on trade terms from major fleets that are highway trucks that are in better condition. I got my reconditioning costs from $8,000 to $17,000 a truck down to $2,500 to $8,500 a truck. That's what I spend right now on most of our trucks, so it's just a better business decision for us. It opened up the amount of customers that came to the yard as well. A lot of those Peterbilt 379s and W900s, the old school long hoods, became non-financeable. We weren't able to finance them anymore with the finance companies because they were too old. So a lot of finance companies have a age restriction where they'll only finance, you know, 10 years or newer. Some of them are 5 years or newer. They'll only finance, you know, 650 on the miles and under. And a lot of those trucks, it got to be where I had 80 long hoods on the yard, and it really narrowed it down to one specific type of customer, the kind of guy that had enough money to just pay for it cash. But then that left a whole bunch of customer base in the United States that I was missing. So then I just kind of spread my wings, and I started doing more highway trucks, more fuel efficient trucks, you know, Volvos, Freightliners, Internationals, everything. And once I opened that up, I opened up to a whole bunch of more customers. And so I still do a show truck every now and then. We'll build some trucks here and there. I get in a little bit of trouble with my wife on that deal because, you know, it costs a lot of money. But anyhow, we found our niche, and this is just kind of what we do, and it's a better business model.